to the Express. And Liz Truss is setting out a new anti-woke bill to challenge Rishi Sunak. Now, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think she has real leadership potential, Paul.
Yeah, one of my favourite Prime Ministers, actually. She is going to be a great pub quiz question for the people of 2137. Liz Truss to challenge Rishi Sunak with anti-woke bill in bid to unite the Tory right. So this is former Prime Minister, they have to put that in the story in case we forget, is to table a private member's bill this week which would protect women-only spaces by law and prevent people born as biological males from entering them. Wow. I mean, imagine that. I welcome this. I think it's gamesmanship or gameswomanship from Liz Truss, because I think, you know, she's using this as a way to attack Rishi because she knows it's going to make him uncomfortable in some way. However, Rishi could just checkmate her straight away by going, yeah, that's a great idea, let's put it into action. And if this sort of thing was to put into action, we would see the start of the end of the culture war. Because as soon as you start to agree on this stuff, it unravels absolutely everything else.
2 points. One, it sounded like you said Rishi Sunak, and I think he would consider changing
Maybe I did. I may have done.
He would consider changing his name to get elected. He's tried everything else. And secondly, this has been seen as an attempt to unite the right against Sunak by Truss. And she certainly has the motivation, Lewis. She's been scorned and beaten, and sort of in quite a slimy way by Sunak. So now she's trying to take him out, probably.
Well, whatever the reason is, somebody needs to stand up. I mean, the trans issue is basically a home team issue. I don't know why it's included in the home team. Basically because it's about self-identity, which the team world is saying you can be whatever you want to be, just don't be English. Just don't be British. Make sure...
You say it's a home team issue, but Starmer is now having to deal with it as well, isn't he? I mean, isn't he to win votes? Don't Labour have to at least admit what a woman is as well?
Yes, they do. And the problem is...
What did you mean by home team issue?
Home team issue is things that affect Britain and the English people and white people and people who were living in Ireland who care about Ireland. And the same thing with Margaret Thatcher. She was gung-ho home team. She wasn't none of this team world stuff. Like I said, she'd vote for Brexit. Right. And that's where the battle line. You're talking about a culture war, like it's kind of airy-fairy. It's not airy-fairy. It's a war where the people who believe in England and the family and the home of England are fighting the globalists.
That's true, but the trans issue is global.
The trans issue is a global issue, and the reason it is because it's saying you can be whatever you want to be.
I don't think it is global. I don't think it's a big problem.
The US has had a
well, what I mean is, it's Western global.
Oh yeah, Western then.
I mean, I don't think in Saudi Arabia it's a big problem.
You don't mean.
No, I've never corrected Nick Dixon in my life, and I didn't mean to.
I mean, it's across the Western world. Yeah. It's not a domestic issue.
It's a World Economic Forum issue. That's what I mean by team world. I'm not saying it affects Chinese or Egypt. It's part of this agenda, which is to break down families, which is to stop people from having children, which is to provide sort of a happiness that comes outside of love of country.
Okay, well, that last part is actually true.